I found this story where it shouldn't have been, and once you hear it, it doesn't let go. They say sound doesn't travel well over frozen water, but sometimes, if the ice is thin enough, you can still hear the dead calling from underneath. Welcome back to Mr. D's Horror Corner. Tonight is story 3 of our weekend winter horror series, and this one's called Voicemail. If you've ever lost someone and heard their voice long after they were gone, this story's for you. Like, subscribe, and never trust a signal coming from below the ice. It had been 3 years since Rachel's husband, Mark, drowned beneath Blackmere Lake. She hadn't been back since the funeral, but this winter, something changed. One cold Thursday evening, her phone buzzed, a voicemail. The number was blocked, and the audio was corrupted, but the voice was unmistakable. Rachel, it's me. I don't have long. I'm under the ice. She dropped the phone, hands shaking. It couldn't be. He was dead. She'd seen the body, the coroner, the funeral, the frozen lake. She told herself it was a sick joke, a wrong number, grief playing tricks. But that night, another message came. I can see the surface. I'm still here. Come. Back to the lake. She didn't sleep, and the next morning she drove to the cabin by the lake they once owned. Snow fell heavier the closer she got, as if the world wanted her nowhere else. The lake hadn't changed, still and white, but now a single red ice fishing tent stood out near the center, and the signal on her phone returned the moment. She stepped outside. The screen flashed, one new voicemail. She played it. Don't trust the reflection. It's not me anymore. Rachel turned the phone off. Her breath fogged the air. The ice creaked in the distance. Something about the tent unsettled her. It wasn't theirs. It hadn't been there before. But she couldn't stop walking. She crossed the frozen lake slowly, each step echoing like a whisper beneath her boots. Inside the tent, it was empty. Just a hole in the ice, and a mirror, half frozen, propped beside it. Her reflection blinked, but she didn't. Another message arrived. Get away from the mirror. She spun, and in the ice hole, something moved. Not a body, not a fish, a face. His face, pressed against the underside of the ice like glass, lips moving. Rachel. She screamed, slipped, dropped her phone into the hole, and the water swallowed it whole. Then silence, only her breath and the faint creak of the lake beneath her. She stumbled out of the tent, heart hammering. The reflection in the mirror didn't follow. It stood still, watching, smiling. Back at the cabin, the signal was gone, but the landline rang. An old rotary phone they hadn't used in years. She picked it up, shaking. I told you not to look. The voice was warped now, echoing, wrong, like it had too many mouths. I'm not the only one down here. They can smell warmth. She dropped the phone. The lights flickered. Water began to drip from the ceiling, from the electrical sockets, from the mirrors. Her reflection wasn't hers anymore. It smiled. When she didn't, it moved when she froze. And then it stepped forward from the glass. The Rachel in the mirror was smiling, wet and wrong. The real Rachel backed away, but her limbs didn't respond. It was like the reflection controlled her now. I told you not to come back. The last voicemail played from the broken phone, even though it had no power. She's gone now. I'm sorry, I tried. They found the cabin abandoned. No Rachel. Just a soaked phone frozen into the lake surface, and the mirror, still propped up beside the hole. If you stand there long enough, sometimes it rings. This has been Mr. D's Story 3. Voicemail. Like, subscribe, and come back for the finale, Through the Frost. And remember, don't answer if the ice calls you by name.